everybody, it's Carmen with Happy, Healthy, and Pink, and I'm here to show you a Halloween DIY. It's one I've been wanting to get out for a while. It's using this sign that I hauled from the Dollar Tree and a few other things. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. This is, bear with me, this is my first voiceover, so I'm trying to figure this one out. But what I got here is a super cute Dollar Tree haul using this sign that I'm showing here. I'm also using, let's see, 11 by 14 picture frame from Dollar Tree. So we're not going to use the glass panel part of it. And I've got some web mesh also from the Dollar Tree in the black with the spider webs and the purple. And they both have a lot of glitter and shimmer to it, and another black web mesh there. I also got a matching little purple witch's broom there from the Dollar Tree and the headband with the witch's legs. I'm also using a glue gun and glue sticks. Got those glue sticks from the Dollar Tree too, and my scissors. And let's see, I think that's probably it. Yep, I think that's it. So it's going to be a wreath. I'm going to make the sign a centerpiece, and the wreath frame is the frame. So here you see me opening the frame, and we're just going to take all the plastic off and actually take the glass out and the little metal pieces that hold the insides together, because we're not going to need any of that at all. And you could save the glass and use it for another DIY, or and pieces from the back if you want. Set it aside for something else. But for this one, we're just going to use the picture frame. Okay, so I went and also picked up my needle nose pliers because they'll help get those little metal prongs out from the back of the frame in a minute. And here you're just seeing me dismantle the whole entire thing. You're just taking it all apart and getting it ready to add stuff to it. Okay, and there's the frame, and it still has the little metal prongs in it, and it's really easy to pull with needle nose. You just kind of grab it, wiggle it a little bit, and they pop right out. So just sit here and watch as I do that. Next, we're going to start cutting our pieces of the mesh. I used probably about 12-inch pieces for these. You can see me, I'm just kind of using my tile to measure it, and they're 12-inch squares. So I'm just going to take little 12-inch pieces and cut those out, both of the purple and the black. And I'm just going to tie them around the frame. And you can see I'm doing a test one right there because I was still trying to figure out the sizing, and that seemed to work out just fine. It was enough to get it to tie into a knot and fluff it up once they're all together. And so we just kind of continue. I think I added a couple more since I put that one right in the corner. Yeah, I kept going on and adding some more. You'll see that I only put ribbon in the corners because the sign will cover up some other sections. So let's just go ahead and watch as I cut the rest of the purple ribbon. Again, it's 12-inch strips for that purple ribbon. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut the black ribbon with a silver web on it. And again, it's going to be the same size. It's going to be 12-inch strips. Okay, and now looks like things are cut into strips, and I'm just going to tie them around the frame. And I'm just alternating purple and black. Sometimes I'm crisscrossing over, as you can see right there in the corner. If I wanted one more loop a little further over to the right than right on the corner, I went ahead and just overlaid the black. Just kind of played it by ear, didn't really have a pattern, just want to make sure I had them alternating so that they would look a little poofy like they do right there in that corner. Now I'm going ahead and cutting the other black mesh. It looks like this one has orange webbing. I didn't even realize it. This is the next one. Again, cutting it in 12-inch strips and alternating it with the other purple and the other black silver. Now I've moved on to the left side of that bottom corner, and I'm just going to fill it up a little bit more on that. It looks, I think I had about 5 going from the corner to the right and then 5 going from the corner up. So you can adjust it and make it as full or as sparse as you want. In fact, spoiler alert here, I just, as soon as I put the sign on, I'd make adjustments and move some of them around a little higher up because it was a little too full there. So just play around with it, make the knots loose. They're not going to go anywhere, and it's very forgiving. So if you need to move things around, then you can move them around. And here it is, the first corner all fluffed out with the different colored ribbon. And now I'm going to place the sign down so you can see how I'm going to glue it kind of in a diagonal onto the frame. So I'll have places right, the rest of the corners, I'll just fill those corners. I don't need to fill the whole thing because the frame, or I'm sorry, the sign is going to take up a big chunk of it. So that's kind of a little money saving tip there too. You don't have to do the whole frame, just do the parts that are going to show. And now here comes another fun part. Now I'm going to try to put everything together. You can see I have the witch's broom behind, and I'm taking a look at those headbands to see how I'm going to dismantle it and use parts of it. It's pretty easy, it just pops right off the headband. Doesn't look like it's easy right now, but it really was not that bad. As you can see, it starts to pull away. And I'm really just going to use the legs. I'm not using the little fuzzy piece, so I could use that in another craft. And I'm not using the headband, but I could use that in another craft as well. So you can see I'm getting quite a few little craft pieces out of that one little $1 headband. And let's see. Yep, I'm also making the feet, realizing that the feet are going to have to face like normal feet would. I didn't want them opposite. I didn't want them pigeon-toed. I was trying to make them look as close as normal as possible. So I turned them with heels out. And I'm just trying to figure out now how to place them on there. I took some different ways. I was going to do it behind. I was going to do it behind the frame. I was going to do it behind the sign. And I think that ultimately I ended up deciding behind, on the broom, like it was riding, like the little, which was behind the sign riding the broom. Now I'm getting the glue gun ready and I'm going to start going down the sign. And then, let's see, I'll do the broom after that, but let's get the sign is glued down to the middle parts of each edge pretty much. I just lifted it where it was, eyeballed it, put some glue kind of in the area that I thought it would land on that first one, and then protect it down, and then the rest I just kind of lifted right underneath. So let's kind of fast forward this part, but take a look. And now I'm going to just finish gluing the other corners. And I should have done this before I glued it all down, but I am undoing the ribbon at the top of the sign. And then once I get that handle off, I'm going to go ahead and finish gluing up all the cut pieces that the sign touches on the frame. And then I'm going to put the rest of the ribbon on, and we'll see what it looks like after it is all ribboned up. And voila, here it is. It's all ribboned up, and you see it covered all the corners. I made some adjustments to it to make sure that they all fit. Again, I did with the 3 rolls of mesh that I had, not wire mesh, sorry, the mesh ribbon that I had. And now we're going to figure out where to put those little witches' feet. So here they are. Again, I had to, I flipped the shoes so that they would go heels together. Like I said before, the buckles wouldn't work right the way they were, so I just simply peeled it off because it was hot glued, and I'm re-hot gluing it all together again. So now let's just watch while I go ahead and re-glue them all together. Now let's work on the broom. So again, I matched the broom to the sign. I was lucky enough to find a purple broom just like in the sign, and with a purple ribbon. And I'm just trying to figure out the best placement for it behind the frame. It's going behind the frame, and I want to add the little witch's legs in there, you see, so that they're she's riding on the broom. So that's how we have them placed. And look, I did end up, instead of going heels together, I put them facing the same way when I flipped the buckles. That's why I ended up flipping the buckles, so that they both face the same way instead of heels together or toes together. And now it took me a little bit of time to figure it out how exactly I wanted to look, and I decided I just want it looking like she's riding side saddle on the broom. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to glue it all together and have her ride side saddle. So let's watch. And here it is, all finished. There she is, riding side saddle on the broom, saying, "Come in, my pretties," with a little sign and frame. I went ahead and made some adjustments. Again, if you didn't tie them too tight, even if you did tie them a little tighter, it's okay. I just adjusted the ribbon here and finally found the way I liked it, so I'm gluing to the sign, actually. So on the top part, I'm gluing to the sign so it would hold a little bit better. There you can see I flipped it over, and there's some glue to the little legs. the broom's already glued down. It took a little while to get the broom glued down too. I had to use quite a bit of glue, but got it down there. And now it looks like she is sliding, flying away. And let's see what happens here. I just made some adjustments. It's looking pretty good. So after I got it done, I decided to add some little fairy lights to it. I had some orange ones that I accidentally bought instead of the clear ones that I wanted, and I ended up loving them. So I'm going to go ahead and weave the little lights around the wreath now that it's done. And I'm going to, let's see, what am I doing here first? Okay, I'm fixing it. So I have the little battery case. I'm going to glue it down in the back of the wreath, on the back of the sign, just so that it's in a safe spot and easily accessible, so that I can grab batteries and take them in and out and get to the switch. And putting it right there, kind of wedged by the frame and the broom, so in case it might fall off, because I am planning on putting this outside for a couple days. I actually have it inside right now, but it's going to go outside as we get closer to Halloween. And so I'm just adding a bunch of glue, hot glue to it, and then I'm going to tack it down. Okay, once the battery pack cooled off and the hot glue cooled off and it's fixed on there pretty well, then I went ahead and flipped it over and I started weaving the lights around, kind of in a C pattern. I started right there next to the battery pack and just worked my way around, kind of putting them in just here and there, tucked into the loops so that you don't see the wire. And I just keep continuing around the wreath, fixing it in, kind of eyeballing where it goes and tucking them in cute little loop places, all the way through the wreath. And here is the final product. I absolutely love it. It looks so adorable with the lights on and hanging on the wall. I've gotten a lot of compliments from it so far. It's fun, easy. It cost me, let's see, $6 to make plus hot glue. I added a little string at the top. I had some black ribbon on hand and made that as the hanger. And then here it is on the door. switch the lights off, and then here's switch the lights on. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more DIYs, give it a thumbs up, and thanks again, and happy Halloween, and stay happy, healthy, and pink. Bye.